So we want to achieve this video I'm about to play. So in this video you can see two main frames. The first, or maybe three. The first is the text moving this way, and then the next is the text with the burger with the logo at the bottom, and then it moves around this way, and then we see the Burger King logo closing in like this as the end frame. Okay, and it's just 10 seconds. So we have 2 to 3 main frames to work with. So I just took a screenshot of the last frame. This is maybe the second frame or the first frame. And of course, there is some form of vapor on the burger, as you can see. Would achieve that vapor using a green screen video. So basically this video, we are going to put it over the burger and then take out the green color. If you want to download such a green screen video, you can just search it up on YouTube. Steam green screen video, small green screen, etc, etc. Yeah, so this is it. I have my McDonald's logo here. I have the PNG version without a background also over here. So we are going to start from Photoshop. I'll go into Photoshop. I'll select maybe pixels, and then 1350 by 1080 pixels. Yeah, we can keep this at as 300, or maybe let's just do 200 dots per inch or pixels per inch. Okay, so I need the width to be 1080 pixels, and then the height 1350 pixels. And I usually work in Artboards, so this is my Artboard. I think there's a, instead of pixels I did it inch, so pixels. Okay, and there we have it. So we want to create this frame. We also want to create this frame within Photoshop, and I mean the first frame as well, how the text moves here and there. So let me bring our logos and other things in here. I think I'm going to create multiple artboards to do this. I can do it within one artboard, but just to make it simpler and easier, maybe multiple artboards will help. I'm going to push this here. So I need this logo, that's the burger. I picked this image from freepik.com. I also downloaded this song. So I downloaded this song from Pixabay. That's what we'll be using. So that's what we'll be using for our video. Pixabay has a lot of copyright free music you can use for your videos. So I'm going to bring our two logos, the burger, and drop them here. Okay, enter, enter, enter. So they are all here. And let me reduce the size a bit. Okay, so yeah, so I have these here, and maybe I'll bring um, this and this also here for reference sake. Okay, so I drop them here. Okay, so for the first one, for the last frame will be much easier to do. So I'm just going to create a rectangle, bring the layer below, and then choose this red color. So this is how it's supposed to look. So we're going to bring it to the center. Okay, selected both layers. I'm going to align them. Then maybe I can delete this reference, and now I need to try this, so I can as well create another rectangle, click, drag, and then control open brackets moves a layer below in terms of where the layer is supposed to be. You can move it with your mouse, or you can just use this kind of open bracket and close brackets. I'm going to type it so that you see. So these kinds of brackets, I think I've explained it in previous videos. So use the first one to take an item down. So control plus the first bracket takes it down. If I use a second bracket or close bracket, it brings it up, as you can see. So you can get rid of this, and we'll change this to yellow. We'll pick the yellow from here, and then we'll make the logo a bit smaller over here. Then we have to write something like cheese. Okay, so with my type tool, I'm going to write cheese in capital, and I'm going to change the font to something much more different. Can we try something like this? Or maybe we should just stick with a sans serif font. So let me look for a sans serif font. So maybe we should just directly search for League Gothic and then select it. And would give it since we don't have italic over here, we can click here to make it italicized, and we can make it a bit bigger and increase the line height. Then we take it behind the burger and maybe make the burger a bit smaller. And maybe I'm going to increase the character spacing. So I'm decreasing the size of the logo. So this is what we have so far, and maybe write burger, and I'm going to change font size, make it, give it a gray, make the font Montserrat, and decrease the size further. So this is what we have so far, and we can, sorry, so we can now get rid of the first frame. Instead, we would bring this text. I'm going to copy and then paste over this artboard, and let me make this artboard transparent. So I'm going to select here, come to the properties, change from white to transparent so that we can see just the text. So just like you can see here, and maybe it's about time we save our project. So Control Shift S, burger project, and then we save in the folder. Okay, so maybe we should watch the video again. So you can see how the text fills up the whole frame like this. Okay, we can do same here. So I'm going to select my type tool, remove the first text, and I'm going to increase the size of this to fill the whole page. So we still need it to fill up the page. And we are going to bring back this yellow, so I'm going to do Ctrl C to copy, come here, Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. And then I'm going to move the layer behind. Okay, so we have CHE, and then I'll duplicate this layer by pressing Ctrl J, hide the first one over here, and then we edit this text. And make it ESE. Okay. So now we have our 3 main frames. So I'm going to rename the artboards to be frame 1, frame 2. I just double click to rename, then frame 3. So we can see how our things are arranged now. I don't think we need this layer from frame 1. So we have both words. Okay, so this is what we have. Just like in the video, we have 3 main frames. Okay, so another thing we would need to do is we need to create that kind of effect, that kind of emptiness. So you see how the M does not appear as fully colored. It just appears like a negative space till you're getting to the end. So we need to create that effect. So what we're going to do is basically this is how you go about it. I'm going to click Control. I'm going to hold Control and then click on this layer, the M layer, and then it will create a selection around the logo. Then I'm going to turn off the layer. We still have the selection. Then I'm going to select the rectangle and click on mask, layer mask. So it's masked this way. I want it to be the other way around. Before I invert it, I just want to make this transparent instead of white. So frame, I select the artboard, change from white to transparent, so you can see what's happening here. So now back to this. I don't want the M to show. I want the negative space to form the M. So I'm going to select the layer mask and do Control I, and then you can see. So the space within here is what we is what gives us this effect over here, this effect. But we are also not getting rid of our M because it will be useful. Now here is the thing. If I do it this way and I expand, I might not have sharp edges. As you can see over here, I don't have sharp edges. So it's because I created the mask before expanding. But we know that this project starts from, being the biggest empty space, before. So sometimes you want things very sharp. So basically what we're going to do is we will try and achieve this. We can leave this as it is, but we'll try and achieve this kind of negative masking within After Effects. So this is ready to be sent into After Effects for animation.